All right, welcome to the Haters Ball. It's your boy Dumb It Down. I'm here with my older brother, the old Baldy,
Yep.
and my younger brother, LePod James.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we jumping right in today. We got that new Conway album that dropped, and so we're gonna jump right into our review of it. Let's talk about it. So first song is Quarters. I like this. He comes out hot on this album. I think I like this rhyme scheme. Sounds great. That he used. I love this. Dope out order, come over border. The goat recorder. I love the
It's
song.
the
I thought it
machine,
sounded
man.
great.
It's
Yeah.
the machine. All right. He got a track record that's super great. So I was excited when this album came out. I wasn't sure what sounds he was gonna be messing with because he's been doing some different sounds
Mm-hmm.
recently, but started off great. This was kind of some classic type Griselda to me, as far as how this starts. I really like Quarters a lot.
Actually, this one wasn't that great to me. I wasn't feeling this one. It sonically didn't sound that great to me. I
See,
like this was one of my least favorite songs. The second one I loved, but this one not so much.
okay.
Right.
See, this is definitely one of my. I mean, not like the one of the best songs, but I thought this was a strong start to the album. Strong
Yep.
intro, dope verse, dope rhyme scheme.
Yep.
Yeah, I was surprised. Right from the jump. I like the beat. Crisis did this one.
Yep.
Yeah, I have no complaints about this song. And so strong start, and then we go straight to Brucifix, and you say you like that one better, right?
Brucifix is great.
Yeah, yeah, I love this song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
West Side coming on it too sounds amazing. It was just great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love the song. I felt like
oh,
this should have been an intro because West Side bring that different type of energy to your song. So I like an album starting off like that personally.
see, that's interesting because I definitely like Quarters more than the song.
I mean, I still like this one a lot. So I think I like Quarters more because I think Conway gives you a different flow on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But Crucifix is great. Like this is if you're a Griselda fan, I feel like this is he making this for you.
Would y'all say Brucifix is one of the favorites, one of the top songs, or
It's one of my favorites for sure.
I don't. I mean, I like almost every song on here, so I don't know if it's one of my favorites. I didn't try to rank them,
okay?
but I like it.
All right. So then the next song is Monogram, and this is a song I like a lot. I just want to sell cocaine forever. I love that. The singing part. I thought this is a great song.
Yeah, it's fantastic, man. Monogram is fantastic. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't have no complaints, man. Conway, I feel like it was just really in his bag, especially early on in this album.
he came off great, but we're gonna get to it because some of the features came off even better. I mean, I thought he was rapping
Oof.
well, and then some of the features was covered like they
We gonna
came
see.
came to play. So stab out. Okay, and now we get into the features because all right. So y'all go ahead. First. Y'all tell me your thoughts on the song. B.
I love this song.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love
Uh,
it. Ransom always cold. Yeah, I just love when Ransom come on that song too.
Exactly.
One of
This is
my
what I'm
favorite
saying.
features.
Ransom. This is what when I'm talking about. I'm always on here talking about lyricism. This is what I be talking about. Man. This is what I be saying. Punchlines, quotable lines. This is what I'm talking about. That Zion bar he has, 300 pounds jumping like Zion. Like, oh man, like this. Those. That's what I'm talking about. When I talk about lyricism, Ransom comes on every feature, every track, and he just bodies it. He's definitely one of my favorites right now in the game because he's just been on a run, bodying everything he's on.
Yeah, for sure. I love when they do the basketball metaphors and bring the athlete. That is amazing to me. That's my favorite type of rapping. Talk about modern day players and how they play and stuff like that in their raps. I love that.
This is one of my favorite songs on the album. Definitely one of my favorite songs. I would have it as probably the second best song on the album right here.
Um, I don't know about that, but I like the song a lot. I
All
mean,
right.
I didn't try to rank them, but if I had to choose some, I definitely like that song with Fab and Benny. I definitely like that
That
song
song was amazing.
with Jay Skis. I
Skis,
love the
that's my
one.
favorite.
I
That's the
love the
one.
one
Yeah, that was a
with
single.
Love, and I love the one with Sauce Walker and Juicy J.
Oh no, I don't like that.
I love the
We gonna
one
get to
with
that.
I love Flesh in My Flesh. I love Monogram. I love Quarters. So
Yeah, well, Flesh of My Flesh is
Nah.
next. Flesh of My
yeah,
Flesh is next,
Yeah,
and I thought
I
there's
don't have an
another one he
order, man. I
kills.
love these songs, man. I
Yeah,
thought Flesh in My Flesh was
yeah,
amazing,
yeah,
and that
yeah,
beat's
agreed.
great.
for sure.
Yep,
Yeah, exactly.
yep,
Yeah,
And that's Derringer on that
he
one.
killed that.
yeah, and he kills it. He
He
kills
killed
that
that.
verse. He kills that verse. I feel like he kept his best verses for the songs that he was solo, and then when he had songs with features, he kind of let the features stand out more. I don't know
Yeah, that's
if y'all
I
know
can
good.
what
see
that
that.
is.
That's good.
Is that good? That's how you're supposed to do it. No, you're not
I mean,
supposed to like try to beat the feature.
I feel like that's not really the point when it's your album.
Okay.
I mean, it depends. Like, it really depends, I guess. But when it's your album and you already got songs where you showed your excellent level, plus we already know your excellent level, and you got I don't think you don't have the same need uh to try to show up your features. You let your features come on, they get hyped. They're like, oh, I'm on a Conway album. Let me make sure I got my verse right, and then whatever, and so maybe that's what it is. I don't think his verses is bad on none of the songs, so it's not like I thought he had
No,
any whack verses.
no,
Um,
definitely not. Nothing whack. Yeah.
So I was super excited about that when I heard "Flesh in My Flesh," and throughout the whole thing, I wasn't like I said, I thought it was great, and then him and Skis go back, and I thought that was great. So we'll talk about that when we get to it.
All right. So the next one is that Kanye song. I really wanted to know what you thought of this one, Bryson.
Skip, man, I did not want to hear this when this came on. I ain't gonna lie, this song is awful. This
Really,
I like
feature,
this song,
I
man.
like this one. I like this one.
what? Nah, that chick singing on it too. I was like, this is terrible. I did not want to hear this song. Yeah, I didn't
Now,
Oh, I
like it
like
at
the
all.
song.
now this is one of his artists, Goose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
every song with Goose on it, I'm sorry. That's a
mm.
automatic skip for me.
Okay. All right. Well, I like this song for sure. I thought it was a good one. I like the
Yeah,
beat. This is a Justice League track, and he got a whole album. He says coming out with Justice League.
cool.
All right. Well, we'll talk about
I
that
mean, look,
later.
I just look Conway. To me, he can't really do too much wrong, man. If he gonna come out with an album with them, I assume it's gonna be good because dude be rapping.
All right. All right. Well then, The Chosen. This is my favorite song with Skis, and
Fantastic song.
amazing song.
Yeah.
And they had a duo song with, on Skis' album. And then they
Mm-hmm.
got this duo song, and these are two of the best songs of the year to me. These guys, I don't know, they have good. Now, I wouldn't have said this in the beginning of the year because they had a whole EP drop together,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought it was just mid.
Mm-hmm.
But then they clearly kept that stuff for their albums.
Exactly. Yeah. And I like
And
that, man. Look, that's why you talking about like people dropping too much when we talked about that in the previous episode. But
mhm.
if you want to throw your mid songs out or your stuff that you were making and you put it out there as opposed to keeping that, I'm cool with that. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it's just
And then it was like a appetizer. We were like, oh, that was cool, but we thought we were expecting a higher level. And
right,
then so you get it and you're like, okay, this is what we were talking about. This is what we were
right.
looking for. This is what we expected. So
Right. I mean, but I disagree because I would have not doing this podcast. I would have. I saw that EP. I ran to it. Oh, I think this should be good. Let me check out Skis. Conway's artist and them together. This is a good introduction for me to this person I don't know. And then I was unimpressed by the album. Not doing this podcast, I would have been much slower to go to Skis' album because I was put off by that
what
first
if they
impression. It's a bad
what if they just
first
put it out
impression.
in a different order? Well, see, I sing it. So that wasn't my first impression of Skis, but what if they did Skis album, then that, then this?
I mean,
You
yeah,
already heard Skis at that point. It's not the
yeah,
introduction. This just is just like another thing that they do, keep the buzz going, and
hmm
then you get this album afterward.
yeah. But I mean, if they just don't drop that EP, I'm also not. I'm not missing it. I'm not missing any of
No,
those
I hear you,
songs.
man. Look, I
You
hear you.
know.
I hear you.
Um, I'm usually with you on the too much music thing, but if I had a choice between the artists I love putting out too much music or too little, I would choose too much. Even if like, cause if they put out a bad mixtape, there might be one song that I can get off of that I
Hmm.
might like forever. So I'll take that instead of them never putting it out. So
Yeah, no, I mean that's true. I mean, I get that. So let's move on. Let's keep going. Oh wait, no, we gotta keep talking about the song though. The Chosen. All right. So I love Skis is killing these verses. I love he's got the football references in the first verse with the
Mm-hmm.
Drew Brees and
Mm-hmm.
Michael Thomas, and he's running up the seams and the flea flicker
mhm.
bar and all that stuff, like all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff, yeah. And then the second verse is all basketball references that they drop it, and they have the Skip and Shannon, or it's
Mm-hmm.
mainly just Shannon on the
Yeah,
yeah, samples there, but yeah,
that boy nice or something like yeah, that was tight.
yeah, yeah, it was
I
super
love when
dope.
people do that in rapping too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this song was fantastic, man. I liked it conceptually. Like I said, the beat I thought was great. I like how they went back and forth with it.
Hmm.
I really like the song.
Yeah, I feel like, and we're gonna talk about. I mean, we're gonna be talking about other artists later on today that do the back and forth. But I feel like rappers don't go back and forth enough. And I love when they do. I think Skis and Conway have a great chemistry doing that, going back and forth. I
Yeah,
would
it's
love
never
to hear.
bad. Who does the back and forth that's not good? Like I feel like it's always good.
Yeah,
Like that's a win.
I just,
Yeah,
I mean, I just feel like you gotta have chemistry to do it. I mean, that's
You got
all.
to be together too.
Yeah, you
You
gotta be
can't be
together.
sending it, that type of thing. Um, or I guess it
And I
would take
wonder how
longer. I
the
guess you could.
writing process works. Because I don't. I wonder if they're writing it together. Like just talking back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Spinning the bars back and forth, or if they're like, okay, you write 2 lines and go record it, and then I'm gonna write 2 lines after that and record from there, or you know what I mean. Or I don't know what the process is in those type of songs. So
Might be variation. I mean, probably obviously some people probably sit down and write it together. I would think like the Locks when Kiss and Styles do it and things like that. I'm sure they write together, but I would think they probably write together here. But
yeah.
nowadays with people busy and you could do it on the road, I don't know how that all works, but I know that when I saw Conway, Skis and Love were there. So even
Mm-hmm.
when they're on the road, they can, be writing and that type of thing and recording when they get a chance to. So I don't know, but I really like this song, man. I thought this came out fantastic. And like I said, so far on this album, what are we, 7 songs in? I didn't hear a miss, I didn't hear a skip. You
Not to
didn't like
me.
Kanye, Lapod, but I mean, I was like, man, I felt like the album was flying by too.
So, but yeah, let's move on. Any other thoughts on that one?
I ain't got nothing negative to say, man. Fantastic.
All right. Well, this is where I start getting to my negatives. That water into wine song I don't like at all. I hate it.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's skip.
I was cool with it, man. I didn't love the song, but this is about as chick song as I get. It was like, yo, you was a rider. I was like, hey, I agree, I understand. I don't love Davies. I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna
don't
lie to
love
you, man.
Davies. We
I
we
don't love Davies, and people talk about Davies, and every time I hear Davies, I'm like, okay, Davies, all right.
we
Like,
talked about him on that Lloyd Banks album too. Yeah, yeah, just not impressive.
yeah, and I don't really know what it is about Davies that like really don't click for me. Like, really don't click for me. I tried his albums. He had the album with Styles, and I was like, okay, well, this should be good. I just don't like Davies.
Yeah,
So I think
he,
that's a thing. But Davies, you put Davies on the song that's the women's song. I think that's a good idea. I don't have, I understand what he's doing. And this other thing is, as a Griselda fan, I listen to tons of Griselda music, of course. Basically every album they drop for years and years now. And Conway has been doing different stuff, really pushing his creative boundaries or whatever, going different directions with La Machina, with God Don't Make Mistakes. So I feel like he's doing that same type of thing with some of these different songs and trying to do different subjects, different styles, different things. So I guess I give more leeway on that because he already at this point in the album too. I feel like he gave me a bunch of stuff, so I was like, all
right,
right, cool. I'll let this song finish. I didn't get like instantly repulsed.
right, right. Yeah. Um, I would say to me it's the biggest blemish on the album. But yeah, like
I
you
would agree
said,
with that.
it's one song. And then Brick Fair. Well, I mean, there's the Kill Judas, which is basically like an interlude, and then Kill Brick
Yeah,
Fair,
Yep,
which I thought that one.
really good song.
yeah. Conway song. It's cool.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. All right. No other thoughts. All right. Cool.
Nah,
No,
simple
I mean it's a
song.
good song. This is
Yeah,
I thought this
yeah.
was a more, I guess, traditional
right. Yeah.
Griselda song, or more what you would expect. So I like that Conway was giving it
Mm-hmm.
to us, and it was good. It was well done. He got bars on it. I like it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Brooklyn Chop House. That's the one you were talking about, Bryce. That's your favorite. So go
Yeah,
ahead. Tell us what
definitely
you.
one of my favorites. It's just great spitting. Fabulous sounds great on this. Benny
Hmm.
sounds great on this. It's a great song,
Who
man.
got
I
the best
love it.
verse?
It stands out.
I thought it was Fab, Conway, then
I was
Benny.
gonna say, yeah,
Mm.
Fab stood out
I
on
thought
this
Benny
one
had
to
the
me.
worst verse. I didn't think his verse was that good.
His verse wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
it
thought. I
wasn't
thought.
memorable to me either.
Yeah. Yeah. Fab had a great verse. I thought Conway had a great verse too. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah. But yeah, I thought Fab definitely had the best verse. All right. And then Tween Cross Tween, which I thought that one.
It's cool.
But
Goose didn't ruin it, so it was a good song.
yeah, I was cool with the song. I like the song.
Yeah.
I didn't love the song, but it was cool.
Yeah, it was just cool to me too. All right, and then Won't He Do It? That's this the song. This is the title track of the album. So what y'all
I like
thought
the
of
song.
this one?
I like the
Yeah,
song.
I liked it.
All right, and then what y'all thought of Love the Genius goes kind of goes off on it. What y'all
Yep,
thought of her
that's
verse?
fantastic. She's great. She's great. She's killing it this
Is,
year.
Yeah, yeah,
is that what that name is? Love the
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Genius?
yeah. This Love the Genius. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm a little old. I'm not in tune with these new artists. I don't know how they get love out of that, but that's fire. That's a nice way to spell that. I like that.
Yeah. Um, and then there's the Super Bowl song. You said you like this
Super
Juicy
Bowl
J
bonus
song?
track. Yeah, this song ain't new. This song old. I mean, it's I guess a couple months old,
Oh,
but I
okay.
like this song.
I don't like this song at all.
Man, really? Ah, man, I like this song, man.
Yeah.
What's the hating about this song? I like this beat. I love Sauce Walker
Mm,
on it. Juicy J had a good verse on it.
nah,
It should have
I
ended
was.
with the title track.
No, man.
Yeah.
First of all, it's a bonus track that. So it's a bonus track, and then again, this was an old song. I already knew this song.
It can't be a
Basically,
bonus track. It
this song
comes
got a
out
video
with
and
the
everything. It's
album.
old. Well,
Oh,
it says
okay.
bonus track on the album.
Oh, okay. All right.
It
Mm,
says
All right.
bonus
you
track.
don't say
Like,
that on title, so I ain't know that.
Yeah.
oh, it don't say bonus
But
track on
still,
title.
No.
Oh,
no.
okay. On YouTube, the music it says
That
bonus track.
oh, good. I should have kept the
And on
regular
the track
version then
list on the
without the
back of the actual
bonus.
album, if you look at the actual album, it says bonus track.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
All right. All right. Cool. Then we'll cut
let
it
me get.
off. All right. So we're rating.
Yeah,
We don't
I'll
have
give it some
to keep
slack.
that. Yeah. That
I
ain't.
can't. But
That's not
why
on the
don't y'all?
album. That ain't
But
really
what
on
did
the
y'all
album.
dislike about the song?
I don't like it, man. I don't like.
I
Listen,
thought it
I
was
don't
a
like
different
Conway
album
on
when
this
it
type of
came out.
song. I don't think it's.
Conway was
Yeah,
flowing on this song.
It wasn't a good
it
song,
was
dog.
terrible.
It
You don't
was
like
not
Sauce Walker?
good.
Oh, come on, man. This song was
I,
I'm a
good.
Juicy J fan too. I was excited, and then I was like, "This ain't it."
Juicy J had funny lines on there, man.
it wasn't a good combination. It's not a good combination. After
I
this
didn't
whole
like it,
album,
man.
and then all of a sudden you get this Juicy J song,
Juicy
it
J
don't
said,
fit. It don't
Yeah,
fit.
if you're not
it
going to
don't
gag till
fit.
your eyes
Yeah,
water up, then it will not work.
I love Juicy J, but that ain't it. That wasn't it on that.
No.
Yo,
Like
no,
I
that
said,
was
I thought it
great,
was a
man.
separate album that
I'm
came on.
surprised that y'all was hating on that song. I like that song a lot.
I mean, Bryce, this is type of stuff. Bryce didn't like Juicy J. You should be surprised. I didn't like it.
I'm not
It's
surprised you
not
didn't
for
like it.
me.
But I mean, I like that song. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that song. I like everybody verse on that song. And the beat.
Mm-mm. Maybe if I listened to it separately from that album, it might sound better. But going
That's
from
true.
"Won't You Do It" to
I
that
saw the
was
video for
not
that months
it.
ago. So I mean, yeah, I don't know when that song first came out, January, February. But it's not a new song. So they had a video for it. I think they had a
Yeah, that's
video
my
for it.
first time hearing it.
I don't remember, but I remember seeing it on YouTube. I remember seeing some kind of either video or visualizer or something where it looked like a video.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's not a new song.
All right, so then let's get down to it. Rating the album. First off, yeah, we all said it had one. Bryce, you said it had 2 skip tracks. I said it's got like 1.5 skips. But overall, this is a great album. So what you rating it? Let's go start with you, right? B. Let's start with you.
Man, I'm gonna give this a strong 8.7 or something like that. Like 8, 9, something like that.
Okay, all right. What about you, Bryson?
I'm gonna give it a 7.5, 8. I give
Okay,
it a yeah, yeah,
yeah. I think I give this.
yeah.
I
Seven
want
and
to
a
give
half
it a.
ain't good.
I want to
If you
give it
say
a
9, I'm gonna be
nah.
upset.
I want us to give it an eight and a
Come
half.
on,
Eight and
dog.
a half or a
That's what I'm
nine,
Don't
saying. Like
say
man.
it's
Look,
it's
9,
eight,
I
dog.
only
eight out
got
of
the only
nine.
real skip track to me is the water to wine. And I can't,
Mhm.
hate if you made one girl song.
But that's
And it's
not
not
it.
even
Is
like
it
to
a
me.
9?
Well, so we got to talk about probably, and I think this is what we're going to do when we go back to our album of the year list when we get to our maybe our midpoint of the year
Mm-hmm.
or our end of the
Mhm.
year. But as time goes on, your albums move up or some move down.
Yeah, for
After
sure.
you hear them, and so I listened to this album 4 or 5 times since it came out on Friday. Um,
Mhm.
so I tried to give it enough burn, listen to different places, car, computer while I'm playing video games, cleaning up. So I heard it different ways, and we're gonna see if it stick around. And that's gonna determine how it really settles. But right now, I don't.
Yeah,
I just with no blemishes or with very few. To me, it's hard for me to put it anywhere lower than that. Do I think it's better than like I said? And then I'm gonna compare it to other albums that came out this year that I also thought were very good. Is
exactly.
it better than Ski's album?
I thought it was better than. I would say
I
it's
I
just as
did.
good, if not better.
Okay, I would agree with that. I got to listen to that Mad Lib and Quali again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you know, but I had higher impressions of that when I first heard it. Is it better than the Sky Zoo?
I
I
think
love
it's
the
better than
Sky Zoo.
Skyzoo.
The
I
Sky
love the
Zoo's still
Skyzoo.
still in my rotation. I
Yeah,
still
I
got
love the
about 5
Skyzoo.
songs on there. I'm listening to very regularly.
Mm-hmm.
So is it better? It's better if it's not by much. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what else do we rate highly this year?
The
I mean,
Black Thought
those
is
are
still my album of the
the
year.
Black Thought. I haven't taken the Black Thought out of my rotation either, man. I listen to those songs consistently.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see in a month. At the end of June, we'll see where we at midway point of the year and what we looking like as far as how many of these albums are staying, or are the 8s and 9s holding, or did they drop to 7s?
Right.
And did somebody's go
Yeah,
up because you went back to it again? Did you listen to some more? Do you still love more songs or like them less?
Right. Yeah. No. This is another way to gauge it. I mean, do you think this is better or worse than God Don't Make Mistakes?
I like this more than God Don't Make Mistakes.
Same.
I didn't. I thought Conway took chances on God Don't Make Mistakes. They all didn't come out to something where I wanted to hear it over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as opposed to this, I think it's going to stick around a lot longer for me.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
I don't think
I
this is
agree.
better than some of Conway's other stuff, but I do think it's better than God Don't Make Mistakes.
Okay. So where would you? I mean, if you had to rate it, you said it's not better than some of his other stuff. What do you say is
This might be my third or fourth favorite Conway
okay?
album, as it stands right now. But I have to now. I want to go back and listen to some other ones and see where I rank them. Am I still holding grimiest of all time up there? Am I still holding From King to a God up there? What's the
Mm-hmm.
order and how they gonna rank? So maybe I'll get a chance to go through some of the other projects that I love from Conway and
Mm-hmm.
see if this is his best one, the second best. I don't know if it'll be the best one, but I mean I don't see no. It's hard to, like I said, as first few listens. I got one skip maybe because I don't like to listen to tons of women songs. I mean, or songs for the relationship.
Mm-hmm. So then, yeah. I mean, like I said, there weren't many mistakes. Like I said, I might skip Water to Wine and Cross Tween, and that's it. I really can't. I mean, and like I said, I don't like Super Bowl, but again, it's a bonus track, so I really can't say much negative about the album. At 8 is as low as I could go. I mean, so. But
Agreed.
all right. What about now? Because he said he wrote, well, number one. He's got B-side coming out, I think, later this month, right? So not even far off. And then he said he wrote 6 albums. He's got an album with Justice League coming out. He's got several albums. He said it's coming out. All right. So again, I know we already talked about the too much music thing, but
That's way
6
too
albums.
much, dog.
That's too
I don't
much,
even.
dog.
Don't tell me that.
He's not gonna drop all of those
Excuse me.
in the same time frame, though.
Nah, I'm sure they won't all come out this year, but still, even if it's 6 albums in 2 years, that's a lot of
That's a
music.
lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even that
Yeah.
surprising, man. Especially since he's trying to get his label off and stuff like that. So he got to, he had to do you got to work to make that happen. I'm not mad at that at all.
But see, like to
No,
me,
no.
I'm concerned. If I'll be shocked if the B side is as good, the same quality as this one. I'll be
Why,
shocked.
man? Okay, well, yeah, maybe so, but Kanye, I mean, Conway has done nothing but, I think, improve in a lot of ways as an artist. So he went from, I mean, consistently making, rapping on the Derringer beats, keeping it to the drug talk, keeping it to, only a few songs like The Cow where he really comes out of too much of that, and talking about,
That's my favorite Conway song.
I mean, that's a classic, man. That's why he performs at all the shows and stuff. But when I went to the show, people were screaming, "The cow, the cow!" the dude in the back the whole time was waiting for him to do it, and then it came on. Dude was like, "Oh my god!" It was just one dude screaming like, "Yo, we know you wanted it, man." Like Young was it's just I think he's consistently shown growth. So if he's consistently showing growth, he said he got more music. At this point, I don't see no reason to doubt him. I mean, I'm trying to think of what he's done in the last 3 years. That besides that mixtape that we talked about, those throwaway songs with him and Skis. I'm trying to think of what if he released a project, it was on point. He had a lot of different producers and sounds on it and things he was thinking. And I mean, besides, like, obviously he had one with Alchemist, which is like 6 songs. But I mean, in general, he's been doing a lot of different things. He got different features you wouldn't expect, like doing songs with JID and Ludacris and doing those type of songs. So if he's coming with these different things and doing different concepts and things like that, then I'm expecting him to do right when he release.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but I know that there were some people like so some people were saying even that they thought this was a step down from God Don't Make Mistakes, and it just seems like I don't know, people have different expectations of him. But I just even doing the whole album of Justice League, that might be completely different than what people expect from him too. But I don't know. It's hard for me to believe that anyone could just make a high quality music for just so much music. Like, it's just eventually it's got to run out. That's just what I think. Now he could prove me wrong, but even the people who do a lot of music, like Wayne did a lot of music in his run. He fell off to me after. That run didn't sustain forever, and then
man. I said lean.
Okay, so maybe that's it,
That's not what it is, dog.
Pac did a lot of music, but all of it that
man.
didn't
You're doing
release
100 songs. 100
wasn't all
songs
good.
is bound to say the same. Like, it's bound to get stale. There's no way you can make 100 unique songs day after day after day after day. If you tell me you wrote all of this already, 6 albums worth of material, how can it get new? You haven't lived that much life. Like, usually artists take a year off to live life and experience things, but
Well, he had
what is
taken
the new
time off
experience that you
before.
faced over all 6 of these albums?
My man's, are you? I mean, have you been a Conway fan long? Like, this ain't new, man. Like, did you just hear about this dude? Because this ain't nothing out the ordinary.
That's what I'm saying.
He says on the
There's too
first
much
song,
music.
he said the tape I did with Alchemist was just testing my aim, and he said the Big Ghost was just warning shots. So I mean, he said I had a lot more to drop. I was just waiting for the tour to stop. Started with the 8 Ball, push it up to a quarter block. You know, so I mean, he's said he's ready to drop some stuff. I mean, he
He
said that
told you,
he's
man.
warming up. He's just telling you warming up. We'll see. We'll see.
Hey man, I guess.
Let us know
Like
in
I
the
said,
comments.
I'm sure there'll be great songs in each of these projects, but they won't all be great projects.
Yeah.
Right. These
I,
projects, this dude, I mean, look at his album, his discography, man. Reject 2 is fantastic. Dope is fantastic. Black Tape is great. Everybody is Food is good. I don't love Everybody is Food 2 as much, but I do like Everybody is Food 3. Look What I Became, La Machina, Greetings, Everything was lame. All in Nash, Griselda Ghost. I mean, come on, man. Reject on steroids, more steroids. Come on, man. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Have you been listening to this dude?
we'll see.
Lulu, No One
Listen,
Mourns the
if
Wicked. If it bleeds, it can be killed. God don't make mistakes from King to a God. Like, come on, man. These albums is fire, man. Conway the Machine. The Machine. Okay?
if the B side of this tape and the Justice League album that he drops are both 8s or better, or even 7s or better, I'll eat my words. You know, I'll eat my words. Listen, I mean, I won't doubt him again. So
I mean,
let
I
us know
think they'll
what
be
y'all
set.
think in the comments. And
You know, I just
you know,
yeah, I got faith in Conway, man. I got faith in Conway, man. When I went to his show, he didn't do nothing but B-sides. And it was an amazing show.
all right.
Grown men was in there crying, man. I'm pretty sure I saw a white dude in there crying, man. He had
People
like
crying
5 vinyls in his hand. I was
at
like,
the
dang,
show.
dude. Dude had like 5 vinyls. Maybe he was just really high. I think that was the show where they were selling weed, and I was like, wait, what? It seemed like a trap.
All right. Well, let's move on.